بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
Again, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Again, I'm Reverend Mikhail Curl. I'm the Executive Director of the Interfaith Center for Racial Justice. For those of you who do not know about the Interfaith Center for Racial Justice, or ICRJ, ICRJ formed after the Detroit riots or the rebellion in Detroit, when religious leaders came together following the Kerner Commission report that said that America was growing as two separate societies, one black and one white. And the intent of ICRJ in those early days was to try to work within the suburban ring communities to educate primarily the white or Caucasian community about a different culture in hopes of understanding and lowering the tensions. I came on board with the Interfaith Center in 2006, which was the post 9/11 America, and also the changing of Macomb County with the growing cultural population. And so, in a sense, our focus shifted a little bit in the sense of feeling that we needed to not only deal with, if you will, black and white issues of tension, but also to begin to educate people about other cultures in faith traditions. And so that launched a program coming out of our annual Dr. Martin Luther King holiday celebration, which we call Listen, Learn, and Live. And Listen, Learn, and Live is an opportunity for us to take folks through an intensive experience in trying to get to know folks from other cultures and other faith traditions. We've done a number of modules on African Americans in the Black Church, Islam and Muslims, Jews and Judaism, as well as on the Hmong community, the Sikh community, Chaldean community, and the Chaldean Catholic Church, the Assyrian community, and the Assyrian Catholic Church. And we hope to do much more of this programming. And through ICRJ and through activities that occurred, unfortunately, to IONA, IONA being the first mosque in the city of Warren. Unfortunately, the IONA community, as some of you well know, faced a little bit of difficulty from the city leaders. And that's led us to begin working together. And thankfully now Imam Mustafa al-Turk is the president of the Interfaith Center for Racial Justice. So as our president of our board of directors, we're trying to find where are those common goals, where are the common ground that we can work on towards bettering our community for social justice. One of the efforts that we're working on is a covenant in the city of Warren in Centerline, and I'm not going to read the bottom part, but I'm just going to read the top of this because this is what we're working towards, and hopefully it's something that we will be able to duplicate not only in Warren and Centerline, but hopefully in other communities, not only of Macomb County, but hopefully the region. And this is how this covenant reads. There's copies on the table over there, as well as other materials on ICRJ and our annual Martin Luther King celebration. Let me read this. This is not the final copy because we continue to change this as we have more conversation. And the reason we've changed it a bit is because we want to bring more people to the table. Wherever we find, language that is keeping people from sitting down, then we need to kind of finesse that. Much like I assume Dr. Schettinger is going to share, and as well as Dr. Ali Shah is going to share, how can we not let kind of theological or other sometimes more intellectual differences keep us apart so where we can come together to really work together. And this is how the covenant reads. As people of diverse communities in Centerline and Warren, Michigan, We offer this statement in support of freedom, equality, and justice. Together we share a commitment to the well-being of every person. For we believe, as stated in the Declaration of Independence, that all people are created equal. We champion the inherent worth and dignity of every person. We assert that ultimately all people of the world belong to one human race. And we declare that the diversity of our world is a gift to be celebrated, honored, and protected. We believe that everyone deserves equal opportunity to reach their full potential, and that all should have equal access to education, health care, housing, and employment. We believe that it is not only our civic, but also our moral responsibility to protect the right of all people to live, work, go to school, and worship freely within our cities without the threat of discrimination or harm. And we pledge to work cooperatively in order to foster peace and build harmony. We are united in speaking out against any expression of prejudice, intimidation, hate, or violence that is aimed at hurting or excluding an individual, a family, or a group of people. We are committed to nonviolent solutions to human suffering and injustice, and we join together to work for economic and social justice for all. We declare that freedom, equality, and justice are the core values of our cities. They need to be proclaimed, taught, and practiced in our homes, our schools, and in the daily lives for the health and quality of our community and ultimately our world. So that's what we're trying to help the leaders of Warren and Centerline to unite around, to project a new image, a new community for Warren and Centerline to move forward. When we're amidst economic difficulty as we are now, sometimes the focus tends to be reactionary, afraid of keeping what we have or that we're losing. I join in the opinion that we're not going to remarkably go back in the state of Michigan or metropolitan Detroit where the automotive industry is going to allow for our area to economically prosper, that we're going to need to chart a new future. And I hope that Warren, Centerline, and Macomb County can be at the forefront of trying to re-envision how we work together as faith communities, as people, for a better community for all. So I apologize for the longer introduction, but I wanted to give you some sense of how ICRJ got to this wonderful event today, joining with IONA and co-hosting. And I appreciate you being here, and we look forward to working with you. God bless.